The city-state of Nevarra is settled by the Planocene people, and their ruler, King Demertes, assumes the throne. The Naromanian king Antoridus, a worshipper of demons, attacks the Planocene city-state. Demertes defends Nevarra, but the city-state remains weakened and is later conquered by the Tevinter Imperium. The Lord of Nevarra, Hector, becomes a devout follower of Andraste, and Nevarra pulls away from following Tevinter rule. However, Andraste is captured from Nevarra's stronghold and later executed by Archon Hissarion. Verald, one of the sons of Mafarath, Andraste's husband and betrayer, is given rule of Nevarra city. He is an incompetent ruler. It is revealed that Mafarath betrayed Andraste, and Verald is forced out of Nevarra city, and his entire court is killed. The Nevarran Accord is signed between the Inquisition and the Chantry in order to unite under one cause and establish the Chantry's military arm. Together, the Chantry and the Inquisition create the Circle of Magi. The Inquisition subsequently develops into two groups, the Templar Order and the Seekers of Truth. In the following ages, rule of Nevarra exchanges hands several times. By the time of the Glory Age, Nevarra lags behind the other Marcher city-states. Many negotiate with Orlais and Starkhaven to take rule over Nevarra. Caspar Pentagast of Hunterfell disposes King Ionis and seizes the throne of Nevarra, expanding the city-state. Under his rule, Nevarran's fortunes are turned around. A group of necromancer mages form the Order of the Mortalitasi. They are well respected within Nevarra, but feared outside the country. Orlais and Tevinter join forces with the Grey Wardens at the end of the Third Blight. These empires proceed to occupy the territories they had liberated from Darkspawn. Orlais takes Nevarra, except for Hunterfell, which is taken by the Tevinter Imperium. Hunterfell regains its independence. The Nevarran general Tylus van Markham rallies the people of Nevarra to overthrow the Pentagasts and claims the throne for himself. Being a hero of the Fourth Blight, Tylus is able to rally nationalistic feelings among the people of the Western Free Marches against the growing power of Orlais. After winning several battles against the Orlesians, Tylus establishes Nevarra as a new and growing power and full-fledged nation once more. An organization of knights called the Fallen hold the line in the fields of Ghislain against Orlais. This ensures the survival of the Nevarran nation. King Tylus dies shortly thereafter. The Van Markham line produces 3 more kings. At an unknown date in the Steel Age, the last of the Van Markham kings dies with no son as heir. His daughter marries a Pentagast, and the two families merge, solidifying Nevarran's status as a significant power in Thedas. Emperor Etienne Valmont of Orlais leaves his childless wife and marries Princess Sotira Pentagast in the hopes of uniting both nations. After Sotira bears no children, Emperor Etienne Valmont leaves her and sends her to a cloister and marries his mistress Marquise Yvette. The Nevarrans take this poorly and organize a coup to bring home their princess. The Orlesian army is committed to a war in Ferelden. Nevarra takes advantage and takes a number of Orlesian cities. Orlais manages to take back some of these cities, but Perendale remains in the possession of Nevarra. Aurelian Pentagast attempts to assume the throne, but it is later revealed he is a stepson of Sotiria's and not a Pentagast by blood. He leaves Nevarra and becomes the only human to ever join the Dwarven Legion of the Dead. A war between Nevarra and Orlais over the control of the western hills around Perendale results in a victory for Nevarra. However, Orlais sows dissent and rebellion among Perendale locals who grow to resent Nevarran rule. Nevarra begins a bloody conquest within the Free Marches. Nevarra is stopped by Cade Arvale of Rivain, who is then named Champion of Tantervale. Dragons devastate the countrysides of Orlais and Nevarra. Divine Faustine II names the Dragon Age. Cassandra Pentagast of Nevarra, a seeker of truth, saves the life of Divine Justinia V and becomes right hand of the Divine. Cassandra Pentagast of Nevarra declares the Inquisition reborn. Cassandra Pentagast orders Sidonie, a Mortalitasi mage, to return to Nevarra City and stop a Mortalitasi plot of assassination against some of Nevarran's rulers. A young guardsman named Audric is killed when a corpse is prematurely possessed and attacks him during a wake. He is taken in with a Mortalitasi of the Grand Necropolis, the Morn Watch, who investigate the premature possession. He realizes here is a spirit possessing the body of the real Audric and becomes the head librarian of the Grand Necropolis. A group of researchers and scholars investigate the shattered library beneath the Silent Plains in Nevarra for information on the Elven pantheon that could help in the fight against Solus. A group of Mortalitasi mages is said to have taken part in a ritual in order to bind spirits that involved the red lyrium idol brought by a Tevinter mage. The ritual disrupts Solus's ritual and is interrupted by the demon, the Dread Wolf, who kills most of the mages present.
If you're new here and you like my content, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. Like it if you like it, for the like it if you like it dance. You can also follow my website, binkyproductions.com, where I post everything from all my channels. Exclusive! If you want to support me, consider buying my book, Stardust Destinies 1, Variant Facing, Magic, Dragons, Fantasy, all relevant links below. Thank you so much for your time. Your continued viewership is very much appreciated. Masarana.